A man reproduces himself through his child, so when he leave here, he can just smile. But I see fit to stay here a while, maybe buy a timeshare somewhere, rock bumwear, beach chair, write a book each year. You can write yourself out of your blessings. Wreck your Lambo the first stages by driving too reckless. Time is too precious, these some obvious lessons. Please remind me to watch my step while I balance on edges. Ski on the slopes of life, slide down the Ave at night. Watching them graphing graffiti on walls, that's the sight. Cars from Germany, I be pushing the fastest type. Looking at real estate, brother, I need the asking price. Imagine another rapper making me perspire. I got more styles and more flows, plus I'm much flyer. I got more heights to reach, but I'm already higher. I'm already on to the next thing. Peace and bless, King.
What is going on? What is going on, people? Another episode of What It Takes. First Monday in April. Appreciate you all for checking in with me. Guys, remember, I'm dropping these every Monday. Been doing it for a while now. Thanks for those of you who continuously check in. Guys, remember, on Wednesdays, it starts with me, Joel at Tenacity Foundation. Has a bunch of new stuff coming. Check him out. Fridays, Community Beacon. You can check that out here as well. Check out Community Beacon at 6:30. We're actually talking about communication, effective communication, and negotiations. And then, of course, the Male Perspective. Look on YouTube for the Male Perspective podcast that I'm on. Always talking about a lot of different things. Just having a good time. I'm just having a good time. And this is we're into the second quarter. Last week I celebrated like 3 birthdays. I got two of my sons' birthdays. One is on the 30th, one is on the 2nd, which was yesterday. Shouts out to Elijah and Paul, number 1, and Pop Smoke. Man, and I didn't eat any cake. So that's probably why I'm so down today. I should have the cake. But maybe life is about eating cake when you can eat cake. But God knows I was eating too much cake. All right, let me get into it because I got a lot going on today, but I wanted to make sure I got this done. We're going to talk a little bit about real estate. Last week, I also had the chance, and this is where this is going to come from. I had a chance to go see the number 1 real estate coach ever. This guy's been doing real estate coaching for 40, I think this is his 49th year. So it was great to be around him. Shouts out to the lender, Matt Weaver, who brought in Mike Ferry here to Palm Beach Gardens last week. Saw some really good realtors that were there. You know, you're with the cream of the crop. We're all there. We're all learning. We're all attempting just to get better. How can we better serve our clients? And Mike Ferry, of course, left us with no doubt as to why he's the best. I mean, he's a brilliant speaker, and I know speakers. He's a brilliant speaker. And so today what we're going to go over is the top 5 reasons as to why the market has made the adjustment. I like adjustment better than shifted. Everybody was saying shift for a long time. Let's talk about the market adjustments. Number 1. Yeah, I wrote them all down. All COVID buyers have already purchased. Over the last 2 to 3 years, we saw a lot of people coming from out of state who were looking to purchase homes here in South Florida because of, first off, the weather. This has been like such an untapped resource. I wouldn't even say it's untapped. A lot of people thought that Florida was the place that you go to retire. As of late, we're starting to see a lot more entertainment, a lot different venues. Of course, you have the beaches, you got Miami. Florida, the restaurants are starting to get a lot better. So Florida is the place to be. We had a lot of people coming down here, and especially since how free we were during COVID. But a lot of those people have already purchased. So that's one of the reasons why. Number 2, prices skyrocketed because we had so many people coming down here. We're all involved. We saw last year prices went up. I think it was 65% over 2 years. There were properties, townhomes that we saw back in 2019, 2020 that were going for $230. Right now, they're around $400,000. You can get a pretty nice townhome still for around $300,000. Those properties were going for $150, $165. So prices did skyrocket, and that really priced a lot of people out of the game. Not only did prices skyrocket, but in the last year or so, we saw interest rates double. I specifically remember going out looking at properties with a young lady. This was last year, January. Interest rates around that time were about 4.1, 4.25. Right now we're seeing them at 6.5. Although you can buy it down to around 6%, 5.9, 6%. Minimal buy down, I think it's like $2,500 for that buy down, but still, I mean, that's still different from, and every quarter points are a quarter. So every quarter, every point that it goes up, you start to see around $100 to $200 higher on whatever your payment is going to be per, I want to say $10,000. Don't quote me on that. We'll get Matt Weaver here. He'd know more. Let's see. Buyers' wages remain the same. So while we saw our prices skyrocket, while we're seeing the interest rates skyrocket, we're also seeing inflation. You're at the gas tanks, etc. We're seeing all these things happen. People aren't really getting raises at their jobs. So a lot of people are being priced out of this market. However, most sellers are like, I'm not leaving here unless I get what I want, because why would I leave and take up a higher interest rate when a lot of people are already at that, if they were lucky enough to buy in the past 4 or 5 years at a 3-4% interest rate. But the buyer's wages have remained the same. And last, and this goes for everybody, this and myself included, agents stopped prospecting. Business got so easy, especially for the top agents. It was so easy to sell properties. You were making more money than ever because of the higher price points. I mean, it's crazy now, right? Mike Ferry last year, Mike Ferry spoke about when he entered real estate, his first year in real estate, which was like 1974 or 72, somewhere around there, between 72 and 75. The average commission check was $400. It's a lot different now. Of course, houses are more expensive, right? So realtor stops prospecting because you were able to make the same or more money with less deals. Okay, so instead of having to do 25, 30 deals for the year, if you did 15 to 20, you made the same amount as you did with the 30 deals. And a lot of people, that's fine. Other than that, guys, here's what I thought, and I didn't even put it up here. Here's what's interesting about it. Is that the average real estate market is about 4.6 million homes nationwide sold, right? So even with everything that I just told you in regards to the market adjustment, with everything I just told you, the average real estate market sales over the last 30 years is between 4.6 and 4.7 million. NAR, National Association of Realtors, expects us, as of last month, expects for people to buy and sell transactions to be 5.2 million, which means that more people are going to be buying and selling real estate this year than on average than the past 30 years on average, which is 4.6 to 4.7. What does that tell you? That tells you that do not be scared of the different prices. Do not be scared of the different points. At the same time that we see this happening with homes and prices, we're also seeing rentals going up. Right, like rentals here, average 1.1 is $1,900 here in northern Palm Beach County. So if you still are thinking about buying or shopping, maybe you don't get the first home of your dreams, right? Maybe it's not the exact home that you want, but it's always better than paying rent. That's 100% interest rate. I'm a salesperson, of course I say that. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna cut it. Woo, got under 10 minutes. I appreciate you all checking in with me. Have a great second quarter. Easter's coming up. Enjoy your Easter. You all be safe. If you need me, you see the number there. Thanks a lot. Peace.
A man reproduces himself through his child, so when he leave here, he can just smile. But I see fit to stay here a while, maybe buy a timeshare somewhere, rock bumwear, beach chair, write a book each year. You can write yourself out of your blessings, wreck your Lambo the first stages by driving too reckless. Time is too precious, these some obvious lessons. Please remind me to watch my step while I balance on edges, ski on the slopes of life, slide down the Ave at night, watching them graphing graffiti on walls, that's the sight. Cars from Germany, I be pushing the fastest type. Looking at real estate, brother, I need the asking price. Imagine another rapper making me perspire. I got more style rhymes and more flows, plus I'm much flyer. I got more heights to reach, but I'm already higher. I'm already on to the next thing. Peace and bless, King.